Welcome to the story of Rohit Verma's Microsoft Senior Engineer interview experience. This journey spans 3 attempts, culminating in an offer that felt deeply personal. Rohit's persistence, learning, and growth are at the heart of this tale. In this video, we'll break down each stage of the interview process, the challenges faced, and the lessons learned. Whether you're preparing for your own tech interviews or simply curious about what it takes to land a senior engineering role at Microsoft, this story offers real insights and practical advice. Let's dive into the journey that transformed rejection into success. Rohit's journey wasn't straightforward. After 2 previous rejections, the third attempt at Microsoft was more than just another interview, it was personal. His wife, who works at Microsoft, teased him about his system design skills, making the stakes even higher. This time, Rohit was determined to understand what Microsoft truly evaluates in candidates. The offer, when it finally arrived, felt different, not because of the brand, but because he finally grasped the expectations and criteria behind the process. Interview process began with a referral from Rohit's wife. Within 3 days, a recruiter reached out, and initial discussions about his experience and expectations followed. Interview slots were scheduled quickly, and all rounds were completed in just 2 weeks. The offer came after another 2 weeks, making the total process duration about 5 weeks. Each interview round lasted 45 minutes, except for the coding round, which extended beyond an hour. This efficient and structured process set the tone for what was to come. The first round focused on high-level and low-level design. Rohit was tasked with designing a dynamic questionnaire engine for an insurance platform. The challenge was to create a JSON-driven system, allowing the frontend to run a full decision tree without backend calls. User answers would determine the next questions until insurance options were displayed. This round tested Rohit's ability to model decision trees, design for extensibility, and enable product teams to change flows without code changes. Microsoft wasn't just testing Rohit's knowledge of JSON. They wanted to see if he could model decision trees, design for extensibility, and allow product teams to change flows without code changes. Other key areas included offline front-end capability, analytics injection, and versioning support. The real test was whether Rohit could anticipate future product changes and build systems that adapt easily, an essential skill for senior engineers. Rohit structured the JSON as a graph-based state machine rather than a flat tree. Each node represented a question, with edges indicating conditions. Nodes contained metadata, input types, validation, next state mapping, analytics tags, and UI hints. This approach enabled flexibility and extensibility, allowing easy updates and supporting advanced features like analytics and localization. The discussion also covered versioning, rollout strategies, experiment flags, and A/B testing. Interviewers were less interested in syntax and more focused on Rohit's ability to handle future changes. They asked, "What happens when the product wants to change flow tomorrow?" This question highlighted the importance of seniority, being able to design systems that are adaptable and resilient. Rohit's answers demonstrated his understanding of how to build for change, a key expectation for senior engineers. The second round was a high-level design challenge, designing a Ghibli image generator. This was intimidating because the feature had just launched and Rohit had no prior knowledge of it. However, this unfamiliarity became an advantage. System design interviews are about reasoning under uncertainty, not memorizing features. Rohit approached the problem by breaking it down into components: text prompt ingestion, enhancement, model selection, GPU inference, post-processing, CDN distribution, cost throttling, abuse prevention, caching, and result versioning. The interview discussion covered model cold start, latency trade-offs, GPU scheduling, cost explosion risks, safety filters, prompt injection, and more. Rohit learned that system design isn't about knowing every feature, it's about confidently designing unknown systems. The ability to reason through ambiguity and make sound architectural decisions is what sets senior engineers apart. The key lesson from this round was clear. You don't need to know Ghibli or any specific feature. What matters is your ability to design unknown systems confidently. Rohit's approach demonstrated his capacity to reason under uncertainty, break down complex problems, and propose scalable solutions. This mindset is crucial for senior engineering roles, where new challenges and technologies are the norm. The third round focused on data structures and algorithms, specifically serializing a binary tree in a space-optimized way. Interestingly, no code was written during this interview. Instead, it was a pure discussion lasting over an hour. The interviewer, extremely senior, guided Rohit through topics like pre-order versus BFS, null marker optimization, bit encoding, compression techniques, streaming formats, backward compatibility, and corruption recovery. This round emphasized engineering depth over typing speed. Rohit realized that senior coding rounds are not about how fast you can type or solve problems. They are about your depth of understanding, ability to discuss trade-offs, and engineering judgment. The interviewer was interested in Rohit's reasoning, not just his technical skills. This approach made the interview highly educational and reinforced the importance of maturity and thoughtful problem-solving. The fourth round was behavioral with questions like why Microsoft, why change now, and most challenging project. Rohit didn't try to impress with perfect stories. Instead, he shared real experiences, conflicts with managers, deadline pressures, design disagreements, and mistakes he made. At the senior level, authentic ownership and honesty matter more than flawless narratives. This round tested Rohit's maturity and self-awareness. Rohit believes he got the offer because he demonstrated design maturity, a learning mindset, ownership thinking, calmness under unknown problems, and sound engineering judgment. Microsoft wasn't looking for brilliance. They valued maturity and the ability to handle complex, evolving challenges. Rohit's approach and attitude align perfectly with what Microsoft expects from senior engineers. The Microsoft interview pattern for 2026 emphasizes several key areas. Coding is still important, but low-level design is very important. System design is often the deciding factor for offers, and behavioral interviews are mandatory. AI awareness is a growing expectation. This pattern reflects Microsoft's focus on holistic engineering skills, adaptability, and the ability to handle both technical and interpersonal challenges. Rohit offers practical advice for those interviewing at Microsoft. Don't chase tricky DSA problems. Practice explaining design while coding. Prepare conflict stories. Be honest about failures. Learn AI system patterns, and think in terms of product evolution, not just architecture. These tips are based on real experience and can help candidates align their preparation with Microsoft's expectations. Receiving the offer email was a moment of triumph for Rohit. After years of effort and multiple attempts, the recognition from Microsoft felt rewarding. The journey was filled with challenges, but the outcome validated his growth and persistence. This milestone marked the beginning of a new chapter in his engineering career. Rohit plans to share more interview experiences in this series, including Amazon, Coinbase, Salesforce, Stripe, Airbnb, and LinkedIn. Each article will feature real questions, answers, and mistakes, offering valuable insights for candidates preparing for tech interviews. These stories aim to provide clarity and confidence, helping others navigate their own interview journeys. Reading interview prep blogs can boost confidence, but real interview stories offer clarity. Rohit's experiences highlight the value of authenticity and learning from actual challenges. By sharing his journey, he hopes to inspire others to approach interviews with honesty and maturity, focusing on growth rather than perfection. The role of a senior engineer at Microsoft requires more than technical expertise. It demands maturity, adaptability, and the ability to handle ambiguity. Rohit's journey illustrates how senior engineers must balance design, coding, and behavioral skills while continuously learning and evolving. This holistic approach is what sets successful candidates apart. System design is a critical component of Microsoft's interview process. Candidates are expected to reason through complex, ambiguous problems and propose scalable, adaptable solutions. Rohit's experience shows that system design skills are often the deciding factor in senior engineering offers, highlighting the importance of thinking beyond code. Low-level design, LLD, is highly valued in Microsoft interviews. Candidates must demonstrate their ability to structure systems, handle edge cases, and ensure extensibility. Rohit's approach to the dynamic questionnaire engine showcased his LLD skills, reinforcing the importance of detailed design thinking in senior roles. Behavioral interviews at Microsoft test authenticity, ownership, and conflict resolution. Rohit's honest stories about mistakes and disagreements demonstrated his maturity and self-awareness. Senior engineers are expected to handle pressure, resolve conflicts, and learn from failures, making behavioral skills as important as technical ones. AI awareness is becoming increasingly important in Microsoft interviews. Candidates should understand AI system patterns and be able to reason about new technologies. Rohit's experience with the Ghibli image generator highlighted the need to adapt to evolving expectations and incorporate AI knowledge into system design. Thinking in terms of product evolution, not just architecture, is crucial for senior engineers. Rohit advises candidates to anticipate future changes and design systems that can evolve. This mindset ensures long-term success and aligns with Microsoft's focus on adaptability and continuous improvement. A learning mindset is essential for senior engineering roles. Rohit's journey demonstrates the importance of embracing challenges, learning from failures, and continuously improving. Microsoft values candidates who are open to growth and willing to adapt, making lifelong learning a key attribute for success. Ownership thinking means taking responsibility for outcomes and driving solutions. Rohit's approach to interviews and problem-solving reflected this mindset. Senior engineers at Microsoft are expected to own their work, make decisions, and lead by example, fostering a culture of accountability and excellence. Remaining calm under unknown problems is a valuable skill for senior engineers. Rohit's ability to handle ambiguity and pressure during interviews demonstrated his composure and resilience. Microsoft values candidates who can navigate uncertainty with confidence and maintain focus in challenging situations. Engineering judgment involves making informed decisions, balancing trade-offs, and prioritizing solutions. Rohit's interviews showcased his ability to reason through complex problems and choose the best approach. Senior engineers must demonstrate sound judgment, especially when designing systems and resolving conflicts. Microsoft values maturity over brilliance. Rohit's journey illustrates that success comes from thoughtful problem-solving, adaptability, and continuous learning. Senior engineers are expected to demonstrate maturity in their approach, focusing on sustainable solutions and long-term impact rather than quick wins. While system design and behavioral skills are crucial, coding remains important in Microsoft interviews. Candidates must demonstrate proficiency in data structures, algorithms, and problem-solving. Rohit's experience shows that coding rounds test depth of understanding rather than speed, emphasizing quality over quantity. Rohit advises candidates to practice explaining design while coding. This skill is essential for senior roles, where communication and clarity are as important as technical ability. Being able to articulate design decisions and reasoning helps interviewers understand your thought process and approach. Preparing conflict stories is vital for behavioral interviews. Rohit's honest accounts of disagreements and mistakes demonstrated his maturity and ability to learn from challenges. Candidates should reflect on real experiences and be ready to discuss how they handled conflicts and grew from them. Honesty about failures is valued at Microsoft. Rohit's willingness to share mistakes and lessons learned showed his authenticity and growth mindset. Senior engineers are expected to acknowledge failures, learn from them, and use those experiences to improve future outcomes. Understanding AI system patterns is increasingly important. Rohit's experience with the Ghibli image generator highlighted the need to adapt to new technologies and incorporate AI knowledge into design. Candidates should stay updated on AI trends and be ready to discuss their impact on system architecture. Thinking in terms of product evolution ensures systems can adapt and grow. Rohit's advice to anticipate future changes and design for flexibility aligns with Microsoft's focus on continuous improvement. Senior engineers must build systems that support ongoing innovation and scalability. Rohit's preparation tips include focusing on design, practicing communication, preparing real stories, and staying updated on AI trends. These strategies help candidates align with Microsoft's expectations and improve their chances of success. Preparation is key to navigating the interview process confidently. Rohit's series will feature real questions and answers from interviews at Amazon, Coinbase, Salesforce, Stripe, Airbnb, and LinkedIn. These stories provide practical insights and help candidates understand what to expect in tech interviews. Learning from real experiences is invaluable for preparation. Sharing mistakes and lessons learned is a powerful way to grow. Rohit's openness about his failures and how he overcame them provides inspiration for others. Candidates should embrace their mistakes, learn from them, and use those experiences to improve their interview performance. Real interview stories offer clarity that prep blogs can't provide. Rohit's journey illustrates the importance of authenticity, learning, and growth. By sharing his experiences, he helps others gain a clear understanding of what it takes to succeed in tech interviews and build a fulfilling engineering career. Rohit's background as a senior software engineer at Google, ex-Facebook, ex-Amazon, and Mentor adds depth to his advice. His experiences across top tech companies provide valuable guidance for candidates. Mentorship and real-world insights are crucial for navigating the complexities of senior engineering interviews. Continuous growth is the foundation of a successful engineering career. Rohit's journey from rejection to offer demonstrates the importance of perseverance, learning, and adaptability. Senior engineers must embrace change, seek new challenges, and strive for ongoing improvement in their skills and mindset. Summarize, Rohit's Microsoft interview experience highlights the importance of maturity, adaptability, ownership, and continuous learning. Candidates should focus on system design, low-level design, behavioral skills, and AI awareness. Real stories, honest reflections, and practical advice provide clarity and inspiration for those preparing for senior engineering interviews. Rohit's journey from rejection to offer at Microsoft is a testament to persistence and growth. His experiences offer valuable lessons for candidates aiming for senior engineering roles. By focusing on authenticity, design thinking, and continuous improvement, anyone can navigate the interview process and achieve their goals. Stay tuned for more real stories and insights in this series. Thank you for joining us on Rohit Verma's Microsoft Senior Engineer Interview Journey. We hope this story inspires you to approach your own interviews with confidence, authenticity, and a learning mindset. Remember, real stories provide clarity and guidance. Stay tuned for more interview experiences and practical advice in upcoming videos.